Orioles win it by the final of 6-2 as they win the 2015 season opener. Let's head back down to the Trop now. Jim Palmer rejoins us. And Jim, how about it? Chris Tillman got that 20th out, Buck right out of the dugout and took him out of the game. But overall, a real solid outing by the Orioles starter.
Yeah, but I still think, and I'm not. This is not to denigrate anything he did because, he made some good pitches. But when you looked at the amount of pitches, balls to strikes, you probably won't be happy with that. But made a lot of good pitches. Didn't give in to up anybody. I mean, the only run he gives up is the cutter that's kind of stayed in the middle of the plate to Longoria, who can hit any pitch you throw. So, again, very effective, got big outs, what he needed to. We told you early on in his career he had trouble beating the Rays. Last year, 2-0 with a 1.71 ERA, so that number stays pretty much the same. So, but you can see right there, 43 balls and 52 strikes. He's usually a little bit more, at least better in commanding his pitches. And again, as the game progressed, he's very much like Mike Messina used to be, where he can start incorporating the curveball, the changeup. So, again, not one of those overpowering games, but he outpitched the guy that he pitched against. And again, the Orioles did a great job hitting against Chris Archer.
Jimmy, I think a big part of this offense is going to be Diaz this year. And I thought, today he really showed what his talent was all about. The speed, as we saw, good contact hitter, heck of an at-bat in the middle of the ballgame in the fifth inning. What do you think he's going to add to our offense this year?
Well, I had a talk with him in spring training because if you looked last year, a couple of years ago, you had 300 against left-handed pitching. I said, last year you hit right around 200, maybe 199. And he said, I didn't get to play when I was a White Sox against when he became an Oriole, and he really put up some good numbers in the abbreviated time he was with the O's. So he doesn't really matter if you could flip it up there underhand, he'd be ready to hit. So, again, this is a guy, you saw it, fifth inning, 1-0 ball game. Archer, probably one of the, the young kid with great talent, saying, I'm not going to give up any more runs. 10 pitches, he hit the 10th pitch out. It was a changeup in the middle of the plate, sped up the bat. All of a sudden, 1-0's 3-0. And not that is a lead that you're going to cruise on, but it gave Chris Tillman, who again, not really on the top of his game, but it gave him a cushion. And then the Orioles added another 3 runs because what do? They hit home runs, and they hit 3 of them today.
Well, your kind of game, Jim. Outstanding starting pitching and 3 home runs behind you, and the Orioles win it. We'll see you tomorrow night.